All right, next up in our swing series, previously we worked on our front swings and our side swings. Next up we have our 360 swing. Everyone's favorite. It's a universal movement in the mace and club world, so I'm excited for you to learn it, the 360 swing. So we'll break this movement down to little pieces and then work our way up to the culmination of that 360 swing. Before you try these 360s though, ensure that you have the shoulder strength and mobility to find that full rotation at your shoulder. So you can first work on some slow grinds, and I'll link that video down below so you can really tune in and hone in those slow grind movements first. All right, let's get started with learning the 360 swing. So before we do anything, let's reverse and grab hold of the bottom of our mace. Let's take one hand on the bottom, one hand on top. As you're here, try wringing out the mace so your shoulder blades gently draw together. Point your top finger towards the direction it's facing, and that's how you know which shoulder you will start to cast the mace over. So we're just learning the movements of the shoulders, so let's begin. We'll reach behind our shoulder. This is called the block movement. You can pretend in martial arts like you're getting attacked, you're blocking so it doesn't hit your face. So we have a block, and then we dump it. We dump the globe behind our back. It'll swing all the way on up, and then we pull it into center. So again, there's a block, there's a dump, and there's a pull. Block, dump, pull. So that's the movement with the actual mace. Let's try a next exercise before we try the full swing. So take a hold of the globe facing downward again. You want pretty loose fingers. The main grip you'll have is this A-OK sign, and that's what will hold the mace steady without you dropping it. So try this pendulum exercise where you're just swinging the mace side to side. All right, so we got that side to side movement. This is how the mace should feel when it's behind your back. So you should feel that swoosh feeling. And the main mistake that most people make is they try to force it around and do this kind of like halo movement. That's not what we're doing. We're doing a full 360 swing from one set of our body all the way over to the other and then drawing it in. So, are you ready? Let's give it a try. We'll take hold of the mace at the handle. I'm using a 7-pound mace. You can find a lighter weight as well. You can do a 5-pound, and then you can work your way up to a 10 and beyond. But a 7 is a really great place to start because it's nice to be able to actually feel that momentum. You can also try this just with a stick at home as well. So here we go. We'll take one hand under, one hand on top. Point that finger. That's which direction you will be blocking. Let's try. We'll block, dump it, and pull it in. Again, we'll block, feel that resistance, hold, and then let it go, pull it back to center. You should feel this moment of release, and the way on up should feel effortless. The hardest part is right here, blocking, and pulling it in. As the weight gets heavier, it will be harder to actually pull that mace into center, and that's where your core muscles will really engage to help you. Let's try a few in the other direction. So point that finger in the direction that you are swinging. We'll point, let it go, pull it back to center. The last little technicality note that I'll offer is as I'm leaning the weight, notice my shoulder gently leans towards. So it's like I'm rotating to kiss my shoulder towards the handle, lifting it over that shoulder and letting it go. So we're finding slight rotation in the spine, which will help with this movement, especially as things get heavier. And then you'll find your breath. So if you're really wanting to increase your arm endurance and your core stability, this 360 swing is one of the best of all time. You can incorporate it in so many different movements, such as a lunge, a squat, a warrior two. There's all sorts of options that you can start to utilize that 360 swing once you learn it. So there you have it, the 360 swing. Let me know if you were able to try it and succeed. If it felt wonky, let me know and I can offer more tips for you. Press subscribe to my videos if you want to start to learn more about this ancient practice and tool. It's been transformative in my movement and empowerment journey. And until then, I'll see you in the next one. We will be covering drop swings and then also the mill and the reverse mill. I'll see you then.